Hey everybody. Okay, so I just made a Figma account. I like how Figma is looking. It looks like a great tool for doing our initial design, prototyping, and sharing and collaborating. Let's take a look at how it works. If I click on frame, it gives me some presets over here. If I want to develop for mobile first, I could pick one of these mobile options. I have an Android, so maybe I'll pick Android. But of course, you'd want to test in all the different ones. But for design, I'll start with Android. And then maybe I want to do something like I just created with Acadian Adventures. So I want to have a title at the top. I can put a text box up here for the title. But you can put it where you want. It's a new design. You have to do it just like what we already did. Well, maybe I want to put it over here with an icon, like a picture. We have pictures of shells in the top left of ours, right? So I could just do, if I'm doing a wireframe, I could just do a placeholder for that for now. Right, and then I know I want to have some, I could fill that in if I'm going to do a high fidelity wireframe, but for now I'm just going to do a quick design. I want to have a menu structure too, so maybe I'll do, let's see, what do we have? Home. And then I can control copy, control V. I think they showed some more slick ways to do that copying in the tutorial. Holding option, I believe. But anyhow, so home.
Tide pools.
We'll just do one more.
I'm just doing Control C, Control V.
Pulling that over. It looks like it's helping me get the same distance between each with that 18. I think we had tours, right? We had more than that, but say that's what I want my menu to look like. And then maybe I want a hero image. So I could put that here. Again, low fidelity, I don't need to fill that in yet, right? And then I had copyright information, I believe, and address information. Maybe I just want to, we'll just put in the copyright information. Okay, so that might be the layout you want for your initial homepage, and then you decide, let's put this over a little bit, line it up with the left. So maybe that's the general look I want to have for my pages. In this area, I'll have whatever's on the homepage, which might be a picture, and then I might have some text too on the homepage. I'm going to put that in the box as well. Figma seems fairly easy to use. I'm pleased. I just want to see if I can make another page. And if I do a frame, I can do another Android. I'm sure there are ways I could just copy. Maybe I can just highlight. Ooh, let's try that. Copy and then over here paste. Ah, it gave me a different one that way. See if I can delete this one. And I can move that over. And then so maybe I want this to be my tide pools page over here. So for this one, maybe I'm going to highlight that in some fashion so people know. You can play with that. You don't have to get real fancy with the low fidelity version. You just want to do one page really showing what it's going to look like, right? So you're going to do a fill of, change this color so people know what page they're on.
I'm just going to copy and paste that color.
Want that same color. I'm sure there are better ways to do this, but I'm new just like you, so just doing it quick. And then let's see if we move into prototype mode. So I might, I've changed the picture here. I might have this just be text, or I might make this picture smaller on this page. So that could be a hero image that's smaller and then more text. And you decide how you want to lay it out for each page. And then if I want to do the prototype, I believe we just click here. I'm going to create a connection between these two so that when they click on tide pools, it goes there. Looks like if I hover over tide pools, I think I can grab that little circle. Yes, very nice. And it'll make it go to there, right? There we go. So you have to actually drag on top of it. I'm not going to worry about this part for now. When I go back. So when they click on this one, I want it to go back. So here's where it starts. So I had to click back over here in this area to get it to make that circle pop up, and then I want it to go back when they click on home to this location. Nice, that seemed pretty easy. All right, let's see if we can play it. Let's try. All right, so it shows my home page. This is where you could do a screen capture using a tool like on the Mac. I have something called Screenshot, which lets me do screen captures. I can also do them with QuickTime. On Windows, you could use, a lot of students use OBS, or on Windows 10, I believe you can click the Win icon, and I think it's G to do like, I think it's set up for like Xbox recording your games. Anyhow, you could do a screen capture. If you need to, you can use your phone too. Just you're gonna talk me through your design once you've got it designed, right? So here, I should have a hotspot for Tidepool. If I click on Tidepool, it should switch to the Tidepool page, which it does, and you can tell me a little bit about that page. And then it also switches back to home. It should, anyhow. There we go, it switches back to home. Like a 1-minute video describing your prototype, and that's all you need to send. Okay, now that I have the general layout for my low fidelity prototype, each of the pages are low fidelity, I might make one of them high fidelity, which is actually what I've asked you to do in the instructions. So maybe I know that I want this top to be this image, my header, so I can bring that in. And then I know I want the words. Let me go back to design so I don't have that I'm trying to do. Let's see, and then I want the word on top. It's probably a layer. Let's take a look, and I don't need this anymore. I'm going to put this on top of this. I see it lighting up Arcadian Adventures, and Barn C is way up there. So let me pull Barn C down underneath so I can see the word Arcadian Adventures on top. And I want to have Arcadian Adventures move over here. I'm hitting the up arrow to kind of place that, and then I want it to show better, so I'll make it white. All zeros is black, all F's is white. But if you didn't know that, you could click here and then grab this top left corner. It gives you all F's. And so then I have F there, and maybe I want to make it bold too. I might play with the font as well. Give me some great fonts for your websites and really change the look of them. Let's see, I'm not seeing bold. There it is. I'm going to hold my shift key and then click that, so those are both selected. Okay, now that I have them both selected, I should be able to just drag them together. Nice, okay. And then I might want to put my hero image for the front page. Maybe I'm making a new site, fresh. Let's try this one. I like that. I don't need this post header anymore because the image is my, it was just a place setter for this image basically. Okay, and then let's move that down a little bit so that I have 17 above and below, just so it's the same amount. And then I maybe want to have some welcome text here instead. So for our high fidelity, we're actually going to put some text in here.
Let's change the font from 12 to 24.
Put somewhere else so that I can drag it up. Okay, so maybe that's how I decide I want my first page to look. So that gives, doing one panel in high fidelity then is what I was hoping you would do, because this will be your layout, right? You could take a screen capture of just this part if you want. And then for the prototype, you could switch back to prototype and play, and then do a screen capture of yourself walking through. basically how your different pages link together. So basically you'll do a screen capture and then just walk me through. So, okay, here's my home page. When I click on Tide Pools, I go to this page, which is going to be a video of tide pools that I saw. And then going on chores, we'll do something different. You'll have that page done also for your prototype. And then clicking home returns me to the beginning.